Hello, everybody. How are you doing today? My name is Tony Rizano, and you are listening to the world famous, the University Love, the best podcast in 1, 2, 3 galaxies. But ladies and gentlemen, you and I, we just call this show Online Marketing Moves. And we are coming to you live today. Ladies and gentlemen, if you hear any static in this episode, please let me know. I am I am recording, not at home. I am recording in the unknown location. No, I'm in Minnesota recording this episode today, and I'm in this room, and I don't know if the acoustics are good. I don't know if it's the microphone, but I've recorded twice, and both times I've heard a little static. So if you hear static, let me know. I need my producer. I need my producer here, but right now she's not. So we are producing the show alone. And so I recorded twice. I heard static once. And then the second time, it wasn't that bad. So I said, all right, we are going to barrel on through with it. So if you hear any noise, if you hear any little popping noises, forgive me. Um, you know, you try to make this show as professional as possible. This is a professional broadcast, and we want to sound the best of the best of the best. But sometimes things happen, and tomorrow we will make the adjustment. Or definitely tonight we will make the adjustment because today is Monday, June the 10th, and we are recording at night. So this episode will go kind of late today, but we will record an episode and will be uploaded for Tuesday at the normal 4 a.m. in the morning. So brace yourself. It's going to be sort of close to back-to-back episodes, but download both. If you haven't already, go to the YouTube channel. Subscribe to the channel. Our goal this month is to get 100 subscribers, and we are headed in the right direction. We get a few views. Get a few views on the YouTube, but we need more subscribers. We need more, and of course, I got to produce, videos and all that kind of stuff. We will do that. Now, I was not able to finish the website this weekend. Yesterday, I drove 1,100 miles in a day, and I woke up at like 4 o'clock in the morning. We got up to Minnesota around 7, something like that. So that's pretty good time. A lot of driving, but you got to do what you got to do. Today we're going to talk about something very important. Today we are going to talk about, are you financially fit? How fit are you financially? And what I mean by that, listen, most of us are not going to be billionaires, okay? But what we can do is be financially fit. What we can do is have, $1,000 in the savings, $10,000 in the savings, have money coming in every month. So you won't have to scratch your head. So you won't have to say, I don't know. I gotta rob Peter to pay Paul. And today we are going to talk about, the agony of of not having enough money, the pain sometimes that you can have. I remember a long time ago, I'm gonna tell you a story. A long time ago, I was working at a prison. The money was not flowing in very well. Okay? And it was the day before payday, and I remember I wanted some dinner. I'll never forget this day because told myself, this ain't gonna happen again. And I remember I wanted something to eat, and payday was the next day. And managing money back then, I was 23. Managing money back then was it was okay. I could save a few bucks, but then I would spend them. So it was the day before payday. I remember, I said I'm gonna write a check, and then the check by the time the check hits the bank, the money will be there because I get paid, like 5 in the morning. And so I thought, all right, this is cool. So I went to Walmart. I wrote out a check, and I did not know that Walmart started a program where they could just automatically take the money out of your account right then and there with the check. So I wrote the check, and they said, "Oh, something's wrong with your check." I said, "What do you mean?" And I saw they scanning it, and I was like, "What are they doing?" And they're like, "Oh no, it's not working." And I remember I had to put the stuff back. I said, "Well, you could just leave it here. I got to go home and get my debit card because I left my debit card." Of course, I'm lying. I didn't go back. I didn't go back. I took my check and I went to Pizza Hut and wrote out a check. But the point of all that is, I was not financially fit. It was it was not it for me. It was kind of embarrassing, but not that embarrassing. I was more embarrassed for myself than the people. I didn't care about the cashier. Being like, "You ain't got no money," because like, listen, lady, we both work at these jobs. Nobody has any money, so that didn't matter. I was more annoyed with myself because I'm in a situation. I'm just like, man, I'm 23, 24, and this is what I'm doing. I got no money. I'm just waiting. You know, I'm praying that the 15th comes because I was getting paid twice a month. I'm just praying and hoping that the 15th and the hurry up and shows up so I can get something to eat. I said, this is not the life that I want, and it's very pain. It was a pain. I was annoyed. I was angry, and I was just getting frustrated with the whole situation. And I was not financially fit. I was definitely financially out of shape. And so I just want to talk to you today about making sure that you are financially in shape. And what that means is that you don't have to go to the store, and you don't have to when you go into the self checkout line, you don't have to look at the bank and say, "Man, let me make sure I got enough. Let me make sure I got enough money in the bank to pay for this stuff." You do not want to be in that situation. I've been in that situation a couple of times. It is annoying. It is a tough situation when you have to count. Now, you should always keep up with your money. Don't get me wrong, but it is annoying when you are counting pennies and you're hoping that you got enough to buy the basics. Okay, and this is when you think to yourself, I gotta do something different in my life. I gotta get better at whatever it is I'm doing. There's always situations. There's always gonna be things that come up. Don't get me wrong. You know, you know how they say, "Oh, save $1,000 and you know you'll be all right." You and I both know you save $1,000, and then your car say, "Ooh, they got $1,000." Guess what? We gonna make sure we got $750 worth of repairs that you need to fix on your car. So things happen, but you wanna get to the point to where you're like, all right, I know I got more money coming in than going out. So if something does happen, something does break, something does come up, you have the ability to be able to afford it. Let's just say you want to go on a trip and you want to rent a car. You don't want to have to be like, let me rent the smallest car. I want to rent the cheapest car possible. No. If you are like, hey, I want to rent a drop top BMW. We should all have the ability to say, "Hey, I want to rent this car for a couple of days." I want to do that, and you don't want to always have to look in your pockets, think, hope, look up in the sky. Think of myself. I only wish. You do not want to be in that situation. So we on this show. And in the YouTube channel, we are going to we are going to really hone in and really focus on more different ways, different things you can do to make money. I know a lot of times on the show we've talked in general, generalities. Starting a business, creating content, things of that nature. But we really need to hone in, and we really need to focus. And also, the more you focus on something, the more you focus, the more you talk direct, the better off you will be to bring in more people to listen to you. So, it's a two-way street. But I was driving yesterday. I was driving those 1,100 miles, and I was just thinking, I want to get more people financially fit. I want to make sure that you have the ability to say, if you want to, it's just like in 2 years, my wife wants to go to Disney World. I'm going to take my daughter and my wife to Disney World, and I don't want to. I don't want to have to pat my pockets and go, well, girls. I don't know if we can do this and we can do that. No, it's a trip. My wife's looking forward to it, so I want to have the ability to provide the best time. And so, you know, I know I already know that I will be able to do that. And so I want more people to have that feeling that I have about being financially fit. And so we are going to, a lot of stuff that I write, a lot of stuff that we talk about on the YouTube channel is going to be about, just different ways. You can make money online, different ways you can sell things, make money, all this kind of stuff. And so, think about a moment, and this will help you become financially fit. Think about a moment, just like when I was at the store writing a check that wasn't any good, and they created a new system where they treat the check like a debit card and just instantly said, this guy ain't got no money. Think about a time when you was in that situation, and just think and close your eyes, and how did you feel? What was you thinking at the moment? Were you mad? Were you angry? Was you pissed off? Was you just like, never again? I'm sick of this. I hate the way this. I hate the way I'm living. I hate what I'm doing. You ever had that? You ever had those feelings? Well, if you have, then you have been financially out of shape before, and that's okay, because in this channel, the content that we create, the stuff that we talk about, we are all going to get on the financial um, stairmaster, and we are going to knock this thing out, and we are all going to have money saved up. Now I'm definitely not a financial advisor, so I can't tell you what to do with your money, but I definitely will be able to help you create more money, create more opportunities to make money, so you can have more money, so that way when the time comes and you're walking into the store and you want to get that stupid $100 shirt that you don't need, but you want to buy it anyway, just because. And we all have things that we buy that we necessarily don't need, to us, to us, it is valuable. Everything is not valuable to everybody. It's just like my wife, she wants to drive a BMW at some point in her life. Driving a BMW means absolutely nothing to me, but for her, it would mean a lot. And so we are going to get this young lady a BMW so she can drive around and it will make her happy. It's not about the car sometimes, it's just about the way you feel with certain things. Me, I remember when I was in high school, I discovered Jelly Bellies. Okay. I love Jelly Bellies. And when I first had them in high school, they were $4.99 a pound. Now they're $13.99 a pound. But every now and then, I will go. Are they worth $13.99 to you? Maybe not, but to me, Yes, every now and then I will find a store. They will have the whole Jelly Belly section. And my wife would look at me and be like, go ahead. And I'll say, I'll be back. I walk over there, I get my little bag, I get my bubble gum, my root beer, my green apple, and I put them in a bag. And it's normally like half a pound, a pound. I don't go over a pound these days. But I get them at like 15 bucks. They're nothing but sugar at the end of the it's just sugar at the end of the day. But for me, it brings back good memories. It brings back good times, and I enjoy them. So every now and then, I will plop $15 down for basically a bag of sugar with some flavoring. Okay, but for me, it it does something to me. It gets me excited, and so we all have things that we would like to buy. We all have things that we want to buy. Just like the more I get into this, the more income I bring in, I'm gonna buy golf clubs. Now, for you, the golf clubs might mean diddly squat, but for me, I'm gonna go every now and then, once or twice a month, go hit golf balls, go play around the golf, couple rounds of golf, and I'm gonna be excited, because it's something I always want to do, and I will have the money, the the I will have the income that I feel that like, all right, because before I was always like, I want to buy golf clubs, but I don't have the time, nor the means to be, um, you know, uh, spending money on golf clubs. But now I'm like, you know what? We're gonna get these golf clubs. It means a lot to me, and I'm gonna plop down some money. More than likely, I'll probably. I went to the Goodwill and bought 2 golf clubs once, and it was like $5. And I got some great use out of them because I was hitting golf balls in the backyard. But now I'm gonna go to like a PGA store, like a real legit store, and get golf clubs. They might be used or new, just depends on how I feel that day. But I'm gonna get them. I'm gonna carry them home, and I'm gonna be happy as a peacock. And so, for me, I am, you know, I still have a little financial beer belly, but we are slimming down. We are getting in more and more shape, and so I want to help you, and I want to make sure that you are financially in shape, financially fit, and so we will do more of that on the YouTube channel. We will do some of that on the podcast, and so just think about times where you're like, man, I really would like to fly first class. Some people look at first class like, I want to do that. And so, just think about something that you really want to do, something that you don't care what it is, who thinks about it, something that you don't care. You want to spend some money on it and you want to do it. Just think about that, you know, and then say, all right, this is, you know, this is what I'm going to spend the money on, the extra money that I make on, this is what I want to do, and take it from there. Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's it. We will be back tomorrow with an all new episode of Online Marketing Moves. But until then, my name is Tony Zano. Thank you for listening. God bless. Also, ladies and gentlemen, I apologize again. If you heard static, I apologize. Let me know. You can always email the show, Tony@TonyRizzano.com. That's Tony@TonyRizzano.com. Email the show. If you have questions, you have comments, you want to ask a question, we can read it. We can read it live. We can read it on the show. So send in your comments. Send in your comments, ask your questions, and let's really turn up the heat. Now, like I said, we will be back in a few hours with the all new episode of Online Marketing Moves. But until then, my name is Tony Zano. Thank you for listening. God bless each and every one of you. And as always, everybody, peace.